Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Good Human. I hope you're doing well. I have a very special guest with me today, and this is also a video episode. So if you're listening on audio, you might want to head over to YouTube and check out the video episode because today we're doing a Christmas themed tier list. And I would love to introduce to you all for the first time Mr. Chase Brown. Chase, welcome to the show.
Hi, Abby. It's
You
wonderful
wanna
to be here.
you wanna give a little intro to who you are, and then also tell them where they can find this video on YouTube?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Chase Brown. I'm a friend of Abby. We've been friends for a long time, years now. I guess I'm the guy behind in the chair. I'm the cheap seats guy. I do Chase Shot first on the network. I came to Abby, really wanting her to do something cool, and she came up with Good Human and has been putting out some really cool episodes. We have a bunch of other stuff on the network too, but we're doing a lot of cool podcasts, and that's kind of my thing. Love podcasts, love internet shows, things like that, pulp culture, and Abby's been a great addition to that. So you can find this Good Human. You can find Chase Shot First, my show, the Bet Slip with Tony Parlays, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff on the Cheap Seats YouTube. So that's going to be youtube.com/, plenty of seats. All good stuff.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm very excited for this today. I've put together a tier list, as you can see. We have a collection of Christmas related things.
Oh
So
yeah.
could be movies. There's some food in there. We have some activities and then just some general Christmassy things. Are you ready to rank some Christmas stuff?
I am. I just before we get into the rank though, I want to. Where are you at with Christmas? Like, what's your vibe? Like, who are you? Like, who is Abby Wellner? That's what I want to know.
Who is
And
Abby
and how
Waldner
does she
during
feel about
Christmas?
Christmas? Yeah.
I love Christmas. I
Okay.
love the Christmas season. The last like 4 months of the year are like my favorite just because of all the holidays. Halloween is a great one. I love decorating for Halloween. Love Thanksgiving and love Christmas, of course. I am a big decorator.
Mm-hmm.
Neutral colors only though. That
Okay.
might come up. Little spoiler that might come up some Christmas decoration debate. I am a pretty neutral Christmas decoration type of gal. But I am very excited to hear your opinions on these things. You did tell me prior to this that you have some controversial opinions, perhaps, on some of these.
Yeah, probably so. I have generally speaking, I tend to have what one would consider a controversial opinion, maybe a hot take on certain things. I don't think so inside of my own head, obviously, but once I tend to relay my opinions to the general public, people start to raise their ears. So we'll see how things go today.
I'm quite interested in that. Before we begin, let's see your Christmas sweater.
Oh, okay. This is BB8 of Star Wars. I have a Star Wars Christmas hat with Yoda ears. Couldn't find it, but
Oh,
this is
that's a shame.
BB8.
Very
Big
nice.
Star Wars fan, so had to rock the Star Wars sweater for my gal Ab.
Love that. Love that. I'm currently wearing a Christmas pajama shirt. These
Yeah.
are in fact pajamas, so that's where I'm at.
Shout out to December 2021.
True that. True that. All right, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited.
Okay, without further ado, let's jump right in. We have the first one that well let me preface the categories here real quick. As you can see, we start at the bottom with ho ho horrible. Just the worst of the worst Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
And then you move into naughty, self-explanatory. Nice, a true neutral. Jolly, and then Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night. Lights out, can't be beat, the
Right.
best. All right. You clear on the categories?
I'm clear on the categories. I'm excited. I love it.
Sweet. All right, let's jump in with the first one down there. You will see a snowman, and this is the activity of building a Christmas snowman. Any bold opinions on this one?
Not necessarily. I think building snowmen, I think that's like a great thing. I think you have to be careful about who is building the snowmen.
Mm,
I think children building snowmen is awesome. Families building snowmen together is great. Once you get into the teenage years, you should probably not be doing this anymore if you're a single person living on your own. You may not want to be out in the yard building the snowman. You may love it, but that shouldn't be your bag. But as a
right.
family activity, as far as children go, I think building snowmen is awesome.
Okay. Are we feeling jolly then about this one?
I'm cool with Jolly if you're cool with Jolly.
Okay. Saying in envisioning that it's a family making the snowman,
Yeah.
I'm good with jolly.
All right, let's do it. Let's put it up right up there in Jolly.
First one on the board.
All right.
Alrighty. Next up we have Christmas caroling. Now, how have you ever Christmas caroled?
I have, but not during Christmas. I've Christmas caroled during half Christmas.
What does that mean?
And so there was a show. There was Workaholics. Is a show created by Adam Devine, Anders Holmbeck, the Blake Anderson, that ran on Comedy Central, and they had an episode where they celebrated half Christmas by going around in the middle of the summer and went to people's
Ah,
houses caroling. So as teenage boys, when that show was airing, we thought it was very funny, and
got it.
we half Christmas caroled in my friend Evan's neighborhood, who you know.
Yeah.
Not very annoying, not like a good thing to do. So I think at any time of the year, however, so not a fan of Christmas caroling.
I was gonna ask, was it well received or
Definitely not. We went
yeah.
to three different houses, and by the second house, I think everyone was like already like pretty much like we probably shouldn't be doing this, but everyone was kind of committed to the bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, points for committing to the bit, but I would lean. Oof, I don't know between naughty or ho ho horrible. I too am not a fan. That sounds like my worst nightmare, having people show up to my front door to witness that, as well as me knocking on someone's door to do that.
sure.
Both situations sound horrible.
People showing up to your door at any time for any reason is one thing.
Yeah.
When they're coming to Carol, I think that turns it up a notch.
And I'm not sure how you're supposed to react to that, what you're supposed to do as the receiver. Now that I'm speaking this through out loud, I would lean towards ho ho horrible.
Okay, I'm cool with a little horrible. I like the
Okay,
alliteration, and I hate the task, so let's do it.
there we go. Throw it in there. Alrighty. Next up on the list, we have gingerbread cookies. Gingerbread men, gingerbread ladies, gingerbread snowflake, like the actual cookie that you would eat, gingerbread. How do we feel about it?
I don't love the ginger taste. I'll be honest
Okay,
with you.
okay.
I'm not too much of a fan of the taste, but I like the existence. I
Hmm.
like them for other people. It's one of those things where I really enjoy that other people enjoy gingerbread men and houses and gains and things of the nature,
We'll
but
slow your roll there
not
because
me.
gingerbread house is later on in the list.
Oh, okay, okay.
So this is just cookies.
just the edible, yeah, just the edible ginger. Not for me. Not for me.
Okay, okay. See, I would eat a gingerbread cookie, but it would never be my first choice.
Okay.
So I don't know that I would throw it in naughty because I do like them, but they're definitely not in the top 10.
I think they're. I would categorize them as nice for other people.
Okay, okay. They're nice for me, so I'll take nice.
Okay,
Throw those in there.
let's do it.
I'm good
All
with
right.
that. We've that followed up by another cookie, the
Ooh,
Pillsbury sugar cookies. Have you had these before, Chase Brown?
maybe, probably so. I would imagine. I would imagine I have. I'm not a big like. Yeah, yeah. I would imagine I've had these cookies for sure. Not
See,
anytime recently, but I've had these, and I don't think that this is like something I can subscribe to necessarily.
Chase, even your reaction to that, I'm not sure that you've had them because this isn't a thing where you're like, I think maybe I've had them. You know. if
Oh,
you've had a Pillsbury sugar cookie. They have them for all seasons, all holidays. They have like Halloween themed ones. This isn't ringing a bell?
no, I listen.
Oh,
No, not at
jeez.
all, not at all. Not even looking at. I'm looking
Wow.
directly at it, and
Wow.
yeah, specifically, I've definitely eaten cookies with things on them, like trees and like maybe like pumpkin heads and things
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
on them. I've had, yeah, sure. I may be now just registering that they're Pillsbury, but I've probably consumed these.
See, I was real ready to throw these in Merry Christmas to All and to All a Good Night. Have you I'm a little lost for words right now, Chase. I thought we were going to be on the same page about this one.
Yeah, I don't know. This is stuff. This is like stuff I like unpack. Like I
Are
can
you not a
unpack in like
sweets?
therapy.
Are you not a sweets guy? Are you not
No,
a cookie guy?
I like sweets, but I'm not a I won't grab a cookie right away. I won't grab a cookie right away.
Okay, okay.
That's not what I think about. If you got a bowl of M&Ms,
You're going for M&Ms. Wow.
I'm
Finger
taking a
licking
couple
good.
trips. I'm taking a couple trips to the bowl of M&Ms to be honest with
That's
you.
so interesting because I'm definitely the total opposite. I'm
Really?
cookies all day. I don't even like M&Ms.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to compromise here because this was gonna be top tier for me, but you're not feeling it.
Listen, if you can like give me tell me like how do these make you feel?
Okay. The reason why they are so unbeatable, in my opinion, is
Sure.
firstly they're there throughout the whole year for you. Like I said, they make them for every holiday, every season. They have a perfect crispy outside while
Okay.
still remaining soft, and they're also quite small. They're probably no bigger than this big. So
Oh,
you can
okay.
eat
I've had these.
quite a few of them. They don't have any sort of like overwhelmingly amazing taste. It
Mm-hmm.
might be more of a nostalgia thing. They are delicious, but they are just a sugar cookie. So it's nothing that's going to like blow you out of the water, and maybe it is really the nostalgia for me. I used to always have these growing up around the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
They're just a good, trusty cookie.
You convinced me to at least Jolly.
I can do Jolly.
I think we can do at least Jolly. Okay, fair
Okay.
enough.
I'm interested to see if anything actually makes the top tier.
We'll see.
All right. Next up is a controversial one for me, and
Okay.
that is colored Christmas lights.
Hmm.
How do you feel about colored Christmas lights compared to just, like a solid white light?
I am into colored Christmas lights.
Oh, I knew you were going to be. I
Yeah, I'm
knew
into
you were
colored
going to
Christmas
be.
lights. I think that if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it because there's no I like and I'm not saying like the like a National Lampoon type house, but I think that if you have some definitely some whites in there, and you have some like I don't know what do you call like I don't know if you would call it yellow, but
Mhm.
like that ish. I'm into those. Mix those around. But I don't think it's I think it's how you decorate with the
Mm,
colors that makes the difference.
I could see that. I am traditionally not a colored light girl.
Okay.
However, I like the way that you're going with it.
Hmm.
Mixed in with some white lights, and if it's done in a tasteful manner,
Sure.
I could vibe with it, but I'm not usually a
You
big
want to
like
mix it
on
in.
yeah, on my tree, you will not find a colored light. But perhaps on a supplementary Christmas decoration in my home, I could do some colored lights. Or on the outside of a house, I could see. Okay, I see where you're going. What are you thinking for it?
So I'm thinking, I mean, we can at least they're at least nice.
They're nice.
They're at
I
least
don't
nice.
I
Yeah.
don't think I can put them in Jolly
Yeah, they're at
Chase.
least nice.
They're at the very least, they're nice.
There you go.
So you're a big movie guy.
I am a big movie guy.
Are you a Christmas movie guy?
Yeah, I would say yes. There are several. I have a Die Hard poster behind me now. I do enjoy the movie that we're going to be talking about. I was always a big fan of Eloise at Christmas time.
Mm.
And I do like a lot of these movies from holiday. I don't always watch holiday movies during the holidays. Like
Okay.
I didn't watch many like Halloween related movies like this past Halloween, for
Hmm.
example. But I do always love and appreciate them when I see them. Yeah, of course.
Okay, great. Love to hear that. Do you have a favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I do. I definitely do. It's Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. He plays a man named Howard who promises his son Jamie that basically he keeps coming up short in all these promises, and his son's really into Turbo Man. Um, and this this like comic book TV show character who's basically like a Power Ranger but cooler.
Hmm.
And he promises to get him this Turbo Man doll, but they're like all sold out. And Sinbad's in the movie as a mailman, and they run into havoc with each other. And it's a very fun movie. Late '90s, it came out. Great,
Okay.
yeah. Jingle All the Way is my favorite for sure. Do you have it? What's your
I've
favorite?
I have not seen that one before. I actually haven't seen quite a few Christmas movies. Later on in the list, you might be thoroughly disappointed with me in one that I have not seen before.
Okay.
Um, I'm an elf girl, which is on this list as well, and I know some people get sick of that one,
Uh
but
huh.
it's a feel good Christmas movie for me. I can't say that it's my favorite. I don't know that I've seen enough Christmas movies to have a
Sure.
true favorite,
Yeah.
but Elf is up there.
Okay.
And the one that we're about to rank, which
Yes.
is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey Grinch movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thoughts, feelings?
I think that I think that this is our first entry for Merry Christmas to All and All a Good Night. This
I would agree.
movie is vibes. Like I wanted to mention this one, but obviously we're talking about it. So
Hmm.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas, this version of it, is really just like the best thing you could get. You got Ron Howard at a good time for him as a filmmaker, and you got Jim Carrey at his like kind of wildest as an actor, and he's doing all these great things. It's a really fun movie. It's funny. It's exciting to watch. It's heartbreaking, honestly, and it's a good one. I love the young Grinch scenes. I would take an entire young Grinch Netflix series if they offered one. Um,
Absolutely.
I'm real into this. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely go for a more detailed Grinch origin story for
Yeah,
sure.
sure thing.
Yeah, chuck this up there. I don't think I could say it better than you just said it. Fantastic movie. And now as an adult,
Yeah,
I have so much more empathy for him. They make him seem so horrible when what did he ever do to anybody? He was just
he's
a
really
little
not that
different.
bad of a guy.
He was yeah.
He was bullied into hating the holiday, into solace, and then he just tried to make his own way, like we all
Yep.
do.
I feel for him. I'm perfectly happy with that being our first entry for the highest tier.
Absolutely.
All right, Chase. Next up on the list,
Yeah.
it may just look like a Christmas tree, but I want to talk specifically about real Christmas trees. Now, are you a real Christmas tree family, or have you always had a fake tree?
It was always see, I'm a child of divorce. So before the divorce, it was always real Christmas trees, and
Okay,
after for a while, it was real Christmas trees, and then we got into the fake trees, and I think that the fake trees are a lot better than the real trees. To be
I
honest with you,
agree.
I think real trees are great when you like, again as like a family task going to pick out a tree, fine, but just as far as clean up and actually having it and
Hmm.
smell, I think we're gonna go with a fig tree.
Yeah, it brings bugs in as well. That's not very merry. I don't want bugs in my home at
Yeah,
any time, and especially not during the Christmas season.
yeah.
I've personally never had a real tree. We've never been a real tree family, but
Hmm.
my best friend's family had both a real tree and a fake tree, and
Interesting.
I never vibed with the real one. You get the pine needles all over the ground.
Yeah.
If you have pets, that
Hmm.
doesn't really mesh well. So I'm with you. Fake trees all the way. I don't know that I would throw a real tree into Ho Ho Horrible because, like you said, I think the activity of it is nice.
Yeah,
But I could see it in Naughty for
we can throw
sure.
that. We can make a real tree naughty.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up, like what I am currently repping, we have Christmas pajamas.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have an idea of how you feel. I think Christmas pajamas are pretty neat.
Yeah.
I think any seasonal pajama or any type of pajama, I think people don't buy into pajamas enough. There was a wave of time where people were like, "Let's buy snuggies," but
Hmm.
there's no real emphasis on sleepwear comfort, I think, and
Yeah.
there needs to be more. Um,
I
so
I'm on the same page.
if we're not gonna if we're not gonna cancel student debt, let's at least put some stock into uh, national recognition for pajamas and sleepwear. So I think Christmas pajamas specifically, like that's just cute as hell.
Hmm.
I love going on Instagram and seeing couples I hate dressed all cute with their pets in front of
Yes.
their tree. It's so nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
I I fully agree with your sentiment on pajamas. I never was a big like traditional pajama girl, like a
Sure.
set. I'm just, was wearing old t-shirts or whatever to bed, but as of recently, I have been investing in pajama wear, pajama sets. And you wake up feeling like you have your life together. I will tell you that. Get yourself a little top and bottom to sleep in. You wake up feeling like you just have it all together, and make them Christmas. It's even better. I wear these all year long.
There you
So,
go.
I don't know that I would throw it into the top tier, but I'm sold on Jolly Plus, but we'll put it into Jolly.
I'm down. Yeah, let's do
Cool.
it.
Alrighty, next up on the list
Hmm.
is, can barely see it. They're little figurines and they are ice skating. How do you feel about the activity of ice skating during the holiday
I
season?
during the holiday season specifically, I have never ice skated. I've ice skated one time, and that was at Corey Hosher's ninth birthday party at the Columbus Blue Jackets arena.
Wow.
Their hockey arena. We had his birthday party there. He was a big hockey fan. Shout out to Corey Hosher.
Shouts
Um,
out.
he was a big hockey fan, and he had his ninth birthday party at the Columbus Blue Jackets arena. And that was the first and only time I've ever skated, and
And
I'm
you were
cool.
how old? How old were you said?
Nine,
Cool,
9 years
cool. And
old,
and you're currently
26.
got it, got it.
So
Okay.
it's been a long gap of time between ice skating, but I think ice skating is cool. Like it's this is another thing where it's like I'm into seeing people like going like going like wherever in their respective city
Mm,
going to where whatever big tree is around
mm.
with ice skating underneath it. I'm cool with like seeing that. As far as doing it, I don't think you could necessarily convince me to throw on a pair of skates. Now, I'll throw on a pair of inlines and I'll go rollerblading anytime.
Okay.
But ice skating, I don't know. Ice is just that's I don't know. I can't get there.
Do you think anybody's doing specifically Christmas inline skating?
I
Is that a niche interest somewhere that we're just not aware of?
I don't know, but hearing that sentence makes me feel a little hot. I like that. That sounds awesome.
I also like inline skating. I do like ice skating. I've could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've been ice skating.
Hmm.
Um, like watching people do it as well.
Right.
I don't have any like huge feelings about it.
Hmm.
So I'm probably leaning towards nice here if that's
I
cool
would
with
say
you.
so. I would say
Okay.
so. Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing to be honest if you're new to skating. The first
Right.
time I did it as an adult, it was not a fun experience, I don't think, especially if you have some social anxieties. You got
Right.
lots of people watching. I'm like talking myself out of having it be in the nice category now, so let's just leave it in nice and move on to the next one. You can see a beautiful fruit cake is up next. Have you ever had fruit cake, Chase?
Yeah.
I don't think I know what it is. Can you brief me?
No, but it's nothing good. I
Doesn't look good.
think yeah, I don't think fruitcake is like this isn't something like real people like eat in my opinion. Like this is like one of those things that like you have to be like you're kind of joking like when you
Right.
like are the people who are like oh we're eating a fruit cake during a holiday like you're kind of like doing a joke and
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of like
Mm-hmm.
really buying into the joke which I don't subscribe to and I won't have so if you're not too familiar with these I think we can at least say that they're naughty but I'm not this isn't something that I don't even like looking at the image to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it's pretty off-putting to the eyes. I don't know exactly what's in it. Is it like dried fruits and nuts and stuff?
Yeah, that's 100%. That's 100% correct. Yeah,
Okay, I mean that doesn't sound horrible, but yeah, to your point, I don't think I've ever actually heard about anyone like purposefully having fruitcake in like an
hmm
excited way.
it's like
I've
something that'll get sent to you, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, or like you ever want to do a funny little gag gift? A
100%.
fruitcake would be good.
hmm
I am not opposed to throwing that into Ho Ho Horrible, to be quite honest with you.
Hey, if you're down, I'm down, kid. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
never had it. Don't think I'm ever gonna have it. See you next year.
Not in this lifetime.
Alrighty, it's time for Elf. Let me ask you first. What are
hmm
your feelings on Will Ferrell? Because I feel like people
I
either
love Will
love him
Ferrell.
or
I
okay,
love his comedy. I've seen most of the things that he's like in, and I
hmm
pretty much enjoy
yeah,
most, if not all. Yeah.
I agree with that. Some people love him, some people hate him. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
Had
he's pretty great. And John Favreau directed this movie, who I'm also a big fan of. He did
Oh,
movies
okay.
like Iron Man and Chef and stuff like that.
Well, let's hear your thoughts on Elf. Give me the
It's
rundown.
okay. I'm not a big fan.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I think you said it earlier. It gets a lot of replay,
yeah, yeah.
like as it should though. I think it's one of like the core 21st century Christmas movies, and there
Mhm.
aren't really
Mhm.
many of those. But I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's nice though. I think it's neat.
Ooh, okay. I can throw it into nice. I would personally put it into Jolly just because of how it makes me feel. I
hmm
also love Zoe Deschanel,
She's
so
great.
I would personally put it into Jolly. But to your
I
point,
can give you Jolly
oh,
for Zoe Deschanel singing in
okay,
the shower.
that's exactly what I
I
was
can give you
thinking
yeah
of.
I can give you Jolly for I can give you Jolly for those purposes.
Throw it in there. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so the next one on the list, I this is all you
Uh
because
huh.
I don't eat meat. I know people go back and forth on whether to have ham or turkey
Sure.
for a Christmas dinner. So first up, we have turkey,
hmm
and I would love to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, as the big meat correspondent on the Good Human podcast today,
Yep.
I love the meat, and I think that maybe little spoiler. I think you should have turkey and ham for all holidays that allow it.
Wow. Okay.
You don't limit yourself. It's weird to limit yourself to a turkey or a ham.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, turkey and ham. You double up. You just have to. Personally, I don't like turkey as much, so I would say that it's nice, and I think that people more often than not can really mess up a turkey.
Yeah. Yeah. I have not had turkey in years and years, but from what I recall, easy to be dry, easy to be underseasoned.
hmm
So wherever you want to throw it, I'm good with that.
We got nice. Nice is
Okay.
okay.
Works for me. Alrighty. Next up, A Charlie Brown Christmas. This one makes me feel so good inside. My dad really likes this movie, and
hmm
he has one of those little sad looking trees that you just
Yeah.
hang like one ornament on, and it always makes me real happy.
hmm
What are you feeling about it?
just what you said, like it's like an iconic short little story. It's
Mm-hmm.
really like you have the Charlie Brown Christmas tree that people buy every year and that you see around all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's Charlie Brown's a really really great character. He's always having existential crises, and all of his friends around him in this one really notice it. At the beginning of this one, he's like talking about how Christmas is coming, but he doesn't feel happy, and he's not ready for the holidays, and he loves giving, or he loves getting giving presents, but he's just not into it.
Relatable.
Yeah, and and then I think Linus says, "Charlie Brown, of all the Charlie Browns, you're the Charlie Browniest." And it's just really good. It's good vibes. I really like it. I think this is another Merry Xmas to all and all good night. To be honest with you.
Totally agree with you on that.
All right, let's slap her in there.
Throw it up there. Okay, now this one down here. This is actually the activity of building a gingerbread house. Thoughts?
I'm into it. This is another thing where it's like if you have a family, if you're doing the thing like Easter egg, decorating Easter eggs, building gingerbread houses, like whatever
Mm,
your holiday, whatever your bag is, like I think I'm into the activity. I think this is good for lots of things. So I'm into it. Build those houses.
have you done this before?
I've built gingerbread houses.
Okay.
Not an activity that I personally like putting effort into,
Yeah.
but it's nice to see.
See, I have made gingerbread houses before, and
Hmm.
there are truly hundreds of things I would rather do before building a gingerbread house. They don't stay together.
Yeah,
It makes me very frustrated. I have a vision in my head. I have my architectural blueprint laid out up in here, and then you go to try to do it and it's chaotic, it's
yeah.
messy. I don't like it, Chase. I don't like it at all.
Let's make it naughty.
You can throw it a naughty. I also have a pretty embarrassing story that goes along with building gingerbread houses. Oh boy, how old was I? Too big, too old, too big to probably be making gingerbread houses. Just
Okay.
with me and my friend, um, we decided that we were going to make gingerbread houses.
Hmm.
Um, but this was in the era of Facebook really being bumping.
Sure.
I was probably in like ninth grade,
Right.
so we didn't really make the gingerbread houses. We decided to just put flour all over our face and put icing in our hair and then do like a photo shoot like that and then upload those photos to Facebook. So I don't know that there was a lot of actual gingerbread house making, but that's like my core gingerbread house memory. Just dousing my face in flour and icing for the Facebook.
That is so funny. Do you still
Pre
are those? Do you think those photos are still on Facebook?
They are.
Oh
They are.
man. Oh man. I know what you're I know what the promotional photo for this episode is gonna be.
Yep, I will dig those up. That was pre do it for the gram, do
That's
it
great.
for the FB. Yeah. So I'm good with gingerbread houses being in naughty.
Very good.
All right, next up we have the ham. So we heard your take on turkey. Can we hear your take on ham?
I think ham's the best. Ham's real
Okay.
good. I think ham's a lot better than turkey. I think if anything, it's probably in that jolly
Mm,
list.
you can throw it in jolly then.
Sweet,
Again,
let's do it.
I'm not a meat eater. Actually, I've never really had much ham.
Hmm.
Um, TMI, but I have a real sensitive tummy, and I've never been able to eat any pig products like bacon. I've never really had a lot of pork, ham, any of that. So, whatever you think about ham, I trust your judgments on it.
I appreciate that.
Another food item that we have is
Hmm.
eggnog. Have you had eggnog, Chase?
I think I've had eggnog like jokingly.
Mm,
I've never like tried to have a glass of eggnog and enjoy it. That being said, thinking about eggnog doesn't necessarily make me feel good. How
yeah,
about
no.
you? Are you a nogger?
Hashtag nog.
That's right.
No,
Okay.
I'm not hashtag noggin over here. I think I've probably had it once in my life. What I get
Okay.
confused about is it like inherently an alcoholic beverage, or is this something that you can drink on its own and or mix with alcohol?
I always assumed it was like toothpaste or not toothpaste, like mouthwash.
Okay.
and it had like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
has like alcohol in it, but like that's how I always like categorized eggnog.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea whether it has alcohol in it or if that's something you're supposed to make a mixed drink out of, but
Sure.
that sounds like that would leave me in a lot of pain and spend a lot of time in the bathroom, which just really isn't what I want at any time, and especially not during the holiday season.
Yeah, it sounds like a ho ho horrible to me. I don't
Mm.
know.
Yep, chuck it in there.
Let's do it.
Pour your eggnog down the drain. Alrighty. Next up, we have another piece of apparel, that being ugly Christmas sweaters. They don't even have to be ugly. Let's just generalize Christmas sweaters in general. Like the one you have on today, I wouldn't necessarily categorize that as ugly, but it's a
Yeah.
Christmas sweater.
Yeah, it's a Christmas sweater.
You like them then? I presume.
I think they're great.
Okay.
I think Christmas sweaters are pretty good. It definitely shows you know what type of person is wearing a specific type of Christmas sweater.
Hmm.
Like the one we have pictured here, like the person who's wearing a reindeer coming out of their chest is like super into the holiday. They're not doing it for like gags or anything like that.
Right.
Like
Right.
they're really into the holiday. They'll probably talk your ear off about it if you allow them to. But then you have to like think like let's like if you're at what type of setting you're at. And if you see like, oh, this is like that looks like a Christmas sweater somebody probably just picked up at like a
Hmm.
TJ Maxx or like a Walmart or like or
Mm-hmm.
like something like that. Like they're not super in. They're probably just wearing it because of the implication. So you can definitely tell who is like who by the sweater,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. So I think that kind of gives them an edge. But like this, I'll wear this for the occasion and things like that. So I'm into it.
Yeah. I love what you had to say about that. I fully agree. That person right there in that picture,
Hmm.
that's not the only Christmas sweater they own. You know that they
Exactly
have
right.
quite a few to pick from that are
Absolutely.
just as outrageous as that one.
Hmm.
Are we
That's
are we feeling jolly about them? Or are
okay.
they just nice?
We could put we can throw them in. I think they're right on the
Mm-hmm.
cusp of either. So
Mm-hmm.
we could even out the nice category and throw it in there, or we could tack one on the jolly.
Let's even out.
All
Throw in
right,
a nice.
let's
They're
do it.
nice. Okay. Next up on the list, we have some good old hot cocoa, hot
Mm,
chocolate. You a hot
mm.
chocolate guy by
I
those
do like
noises.
chocolate. I think hot chocolate's good. Just thinking about like hot chocolate is
Yeah.
like it's pretty good. I think that's like there's you got some decorative marshmallows in there too.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are good vibes all around. And perfect for any time. Yeah,
You're drinking hot chocolate year round?
I think you could drink hot chocolate year round if it calls for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if the situation calls for it, you could definitely drink hot chocolate year round. You can make an excuse for anything.
Nothing like a nice hot cup of hot chocolate on the beach, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, hey, yeah, maybe someone's got to do it.
Would is there a distinction other than the temperature between hot chocolate and just chocolate milk? Would you say?
Um, yeah, I would say there's more cocoa product than hot chocolate, right?
Can you tell
Like,
that I haven't had hot chocolate in years and I don't really know what it is?
I think yeah, there's some distinction. Like if you warm up chocolate milk
Is that not hot chocolate?
in your fridge, that's not hot chocolate.
Okay.
That's
It's
that's hot
hot
chocolate
chocolate,
milk. Yeah,
which sounds really bad.
yeah. You don't want that. You don't want the hot chocolate milk, Abby.
No, no. Well, I again, I think I'm gonna trust your judgments on this one. It sounds like something I would like. I don't know why it's not really something that I ever think about or would reach for.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, curling up on the couch
Mm-hmm.
in my Christmas pajamas with a hot cup of cocoa, an elf on the TV, I can't complain about that setup. So, are we feeling jolly about hot cocoa?
We could put hot cocoa in Jolly.
Okay.
I think people would be upset if we didn't. If
Yeah,
if
it
we
feels jolly. I'm not sure that I agree with your year-round statement, but it feels jolly for the holidays.
hey, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to be the guy drinking the hot chocolate in the middle of July.
Christmas in July.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
right. Next up, we have another classic, The Polar Express. How
You
do you feel
say
about it?
classic, I say phooey. This movie is garbage. When I was in choir in middle
Whoa.
school, I had to do the hot chocolate song.
But you like
It
hot chocolate.
not the song, not the song, Abby. Um, not a fan of this movie.
Wow.
It's not for me.
I don't think I liked this movie as a child. I think it gave me
Hmm.
the heebie jeebies, to be quite honest. There's that one scene with like the homeless ghost man on top of the train, and I did not like that at all. Um, don't like the kid with the glasses on the train.
Sure.
Super, super annoying. Um, I wouldn't say I dislike this movie.
Uh-huh.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know the last time that I've seen it. This might be one that I need to throw on this year because it's been quite a few years. But I'm not sure if I dislike it as much as is getting from you. Um, man, I don't know if I could throw it into naughty.
I don't think we have to. I think we can see this is
Nice.
like another thing where it's like this is okay for other people. Like I'm not
Okay.
mad at anyone who likes the Polar Express.
Yeah. See, I really like your take on some of these things that you may not be their number one fan, but you like it for other people.
Yeah, yeah.
That's thoughtful of you.
Yeah, I enjoy the things I enjoy, and I understand that other people enjoy the things they enjoy. So
That's
we
a
can always
good
have, we can always, we can all win.
that's a nice trait to have. I like that about you, Chase.
Thanks, Abby.
I'm a little embarrassed about this next one
Okay,
because I have never seen Home Alone.
okay,
What
that's
are your
okay.
thoughts on it?
It's a nice movie. This isn't a go-to of mine. This
Okay.
isn't one I really think of very often. It's, you know, it's a weird movie. It's when you think about when you think about the movie, like
Hmm.
the actual like
Plot?
plot, it's pretty weird. And
Yeah.
it's like very dangerous. But I think it's okay. I think people love this. Again, this is like one people love. And I think that this is one that has probably the most is probably just I think when people think of modern Christmas movies,
Hmm.
Elf is like that big one, Home Alone is that big one, and The Grinch is that big one for
Yeah.
sure. So it's in that big category. So I think that while this isn't a movie that you've seen, I think that you would enjoy it. I think
Hmm.
that you would enjoy the sequel, Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, and
Mm.
you may enjoy the other four sequels that succeeded. Maybe. But it's okay. It's all right. I would
Okay.
I would categorize it as nice.
You did start off by saying that it's a nice movie, so I think
Yeah.
that's fair enough to throw it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, never seen it. Don't know why. It's not that I have anything against it. I just I'm a big repeater as far as TV shows and movies go. I
Sure.
love having comfort shows and comfort movies, so I think I just
Mhm.
never really got around to watching this, and I don't really care to. Also, one of my biggest fears in life is people breaking into my house. That doesn't
Right.
feel very
Why go through
holiday.
that?
Yeah, not feeling very festive about that motif, but I'm good with it being a nice.
All right. Very good.
Okay. Next up, we're coming to the last five here. We have wrapping Christmas presents.
Hmm.
Some people absolutely despise doing this. I personally, what I love this is multifaceted. I
Yeah.
love buying gifts for people.
Okay.
I love physically giving it to them and seeing the reaction, but that's not what this is about. This is the act of wrapping the gifts.
Mhm.
Wrapping paper, tape, break out the scissors, get some good crisp lines going. How do you feel about it?
I'm the guy that will, if I'm ordering something, I will order it like wrapped. I will like ask for it to be sent to
Gotcha.
me pre-wrapped. If I'm gonna buy something at a mall, I'll go to the station where they
Mm.
pre-wrap it. I not for me personally.
Hmm.
I just think it's an activity that you could. I think it's one of those activities that it's just like kind of like you are with like building a gingerbread house. Like it's
Mm.
nice. Like once you have like the end result, like it's cool. But it's like just to get to all that is like you could take it or leave it.
Yeah. I could see that. I do. I think now that you've said that, I like the end result more than the actual task. It's kind of a pain
Hmm.
sometimes, which I totally understand why you have it done by other people. Um, I do think I'm pretty good at it, which is another reason why I think I might like
See,
it.
that's probably yeah. I'm probably
Yeah.
just no good. I'm probably just
So
no
what
good.
do we think it's just nice?
I don't know. I mean,
Jolly?
I feel like end result is a big part of it though, right? Because
Mhm.
you do the task itself, but the end result is, the presents going under the tree and having that
Yeah.
nice aesthetic and,
Mhm.
having the present wrapped. And even like you said, if you're good at it and you're like wrapping it by yourself, I'm sure it feels a lot better than having a clerk at a storefront somewhere wrap it.
Mhm.
So I think we can make Christmas wrapping jolly.
Okay. I'm with that. Yeah,
Cool.
that sense of accomplishment when you get those
Yeah.
real crisp lines.
Hmm.
Very festive. Jolly it is. All right, Chase. This may be a controversial one.
Okay.
What are you thinking about candy canes and not any of the different kind of flavored
Sure.
ones, just a peppermint candy cane.
To me, no thanks.
Agreed.
I don't think that, and I'm going to say this as an adult person, I don't think that adults should eat foods that stick out of their mouths. I think that it's ridiculous, and I think that it looks
Oh.
stupid. If you want to, if you want to break up your candy cane into pieces, like like little slivers, and cut it down, and just start popping in those bad boys, I'm cool
Mhm.
with that. Like that makes sense. But we're not going to be an adult person sucking and slurping and slopping on a candy cane to a point where you can get it sharp enough to stab someone. Not
Yeah.
happening. Not
All
happening.
right. So I think we dislike them for different reasons. I
Okay.
am personally I am personally not a peppermint girl.
Sure.
So that's the first reason why I don't like it, not so much the method of eating it. I do have
Yeah.
a follow-up question. You seem really
Sure.
passionate about this. If you're not into the sucking,
Yeah.
the dare I say, I'm not going to say it.
No, I want you
What
to.
the Gluck Gluck 3000 on those candy canes, then what are your thoughts on popsicles,
I was gonna
Chase?
say, yeah, it's gonna be a popsicle question.
Yeah.
I'm not a popsicle guy either, and
What?
I think that also popsicles should only be eaten in the comfort of your own home. I don't think that you should be like, I'm not going to the ice cream man and like having a
Mhm. Mhm.
popsicle.
Okay.
Um, we're just not doing it.
Okay.
But
I
I think they're like, yeah, I'm just not doing it. I don't find a reason to. I need
Yeah. Okay. I love popsicles. I have a popsicle every night
in
before
the
bed.
comfort of your own home.
True.
You're not going
True.
out and you're on your street and
No, I'm not. I'm
yeah,
not. Yeah. But the reason why I do not like candy canes is because I don't like peppermint.
that's fair.
So that's where I'm at on that. And per chase, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. If you're going to present an adult with a candy cane, you must also present them with a knife to cut it up into small pieces to
We could break it up with our
appropriately
hands.
to you could do that as well. I think a knife might be more thoughtful than handing somebody a candy cane, and you could pre-crack it for them.
That's true.
Just
Yeah.
get 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 a bag of candy canes and just throw it at the wall as hard as you can, and
That's the
then
move. Yeah,
it's okay. Yeah, I hate candy canes, so I would go as far down as ho ho horrible, but
I'm
I don't know
into
what you
it.
think.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
into it. Let's do it.
throw it in there. Yeah, I feel like some people really like them. I usually am a solo candy cane hater.
I'm with you.
All right. Next up on the list, this is just in general Christmas claymation movies.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into those nasty looking things. It's like they're yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I back this up. I think that claymation is I think claymation's cool. It's
Mm-hmm.
definitely like when you think about claymation, it's like a lot of like really meticulous, crazy
Yeah.
hard work, and um, the holiday themed stuff seems to be a lot weirder than like
Mm-hmm.
you would think when you go back and watch it and look at it. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm real into it.
Okay. I, as an adult, agree with you fully. As a kid, absolutely not. Nightmares. I did not like these movies at all. I did not want to watch them. They freaked me out. But yeah, as an adult though, I agree with you. They're super cool.
So how we feeling? Do we want to go nice? We want to go jolly?
Ooh, no, definitely. I jolly, a solid jolly. I was
Okay.
even like questioning putting it into Merry Christmas to All and All Good Night.
I'm comfortable.
Okay,
I'm comfortable with it.
okay, throw it up there.
All right.
All right. Next up, this is another just general one. There were just
Mm-hmm.
far too many Christmas songs for me to be able to pick. Although I will get your take on this specific song.
Sure.
But Christmas music in general. Are you a fan or are you not? You're not playing anything.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Okay.
Another thing like I've worked retail before,
Mm,
and especially during the holidays, and you would think that like that's the time you'd hear holiday music the most, right? You hear
mm-hmm.
nothing but um, holiday music for 8 hours a day, whatever. And it's like you think, oh, that's pretty like that would probably like get to you and suck. But no, like it's always like at least like a neutral like feeling like oh this is like okay to listen to.
Okay.
I think Christmas music is neat. Um, I have Spotify Christmas playlists that I've made.
Yeah. Oh,
So
a
I'm
custom
oh
playlist.
yes oh yeah
Oh,
oh
nice.
yeah
Nice.
we've got one that's all our hip hop Christmas songs, one that's all of our like punk Christmas songs, and
Yeah.
then one that's all like the classics, and then and all the ones from like movies and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got our variety, Abby.
Okay. You're I think you're a bigger fan than maybe you're letting on. That's pretty detailed there. The
I
playlists.
just I like playlists. Yeah, I
Okay.
think I like playlists more than I like Christmas music.
Okay. I personally love Christmas music. I listen to Christmas music all the time. If
Hmm.
I have a playlist that just like isn't really hitting in say June, Christmas music is my go-to. I'm not
Sure.
even I will slap that on cuz I can trust it. I
Uh
know it's
huh.
going to make me feel what I need to feel
Yeah.
and I'm a fan.
All right. Let's do it. Let's. Are we throwing it all the way to the top?
I would personally throw it all the way to the top. There's
Let's do it.
definitely some hits and flops within that
Sure.
category of Christmas music, but I think in general, I'm a fan. I do want to get your take though on Miss Mariah Carey. I feel like I don't know if I was just under a rock, but I feel like
Hmm.
it's only been in like the last couple years where she's now deemed like the Queen of Christmas.
It's definitely swung that way. I think it's just the pure fact of young people discovering it,
Mm,
it becoming like kind of like an internet age song now for
yeah,
people who are like, is I I remember going to college bars, and especially around this as soon as this time of the year hits, where everyone's like goes home before the first break.
hmm,
Everyone, this is like people hype the hell up to this song specifically, and you hear it everywhere, you see it everywhere, and it's kind of become yeah like a newer thing.
yeah,
But way into this song. I want to know how much money Mariah Carey has made from this song specifically.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm way into it. Yeah,
I am too. I am too. I do like this song. I like the version with Justin Bieber on it as well. I'm a fan. All good on my end
shout out to
with Miss
Justin
Mariah
Bieber.
Carey. Yeah, Mistletoe, fantastic song.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Justin Bieber's Christmas album is like yeah. if we had a tier above Merry Christmas to All and All
Oh,
Good Night, I think that would probably go on there.
are you a believer? A believer,
Yeah, hundred
Chase?
percent, 100%.
Wow.
He's got the
I didn't.
greatest. He's got the. I just want to say, anyone listening to this podcast, just go back and listen to "Love Yourself." That song
Okay.
is like one of the greatest pop songs of all time. Written by Ed
Wow.
Sheeran, performed by the god Justin Bieber. That shit's crazy. Tap into it.
Okay.
That's all I gotta
You
say.
you you heard him, folks. Get that queued up. Last one on our list, Chase. Are
Let's
you
do it.
ready?
Uh huh.
Sledding. Do you like it? Have you done it? Are you a fan?
Definitely done it. Definitely not a fan And I don't think that, I don't know, I don't think people leave it to the professionals, I say.
Mm, okay.
I don't think, I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I think, yeah, it's just not my vibe. What do you think? What are you thinking?
Let me ask you this,
Okay.
because I think there is a distant correlation between the two. Do you like roller coasters?
I do. I love roller coasters. I
Okay.
love roller coasters.
Okay, because I think that there's an element of adrenaline in sledding if you get a good sized hill.
Yeah, but it's always like I don't think I think you're right, but there's never going to be a satisfying enough hill in my
Mm,
opinion. Like realistically speaking, any go down time is less than 30 seconds
hmm
and you're just, going back to the top and you're just going back down again. And it's fun. You're right. The adrenaline's there. But like when you're on a
hmm
roller coaster, like I feel like I'm going to die on a roller coaster, which is like part of the fun.
Yeah,
Like I've never like been in like a toboggan or a sled and thought I might die.
yeah. And the steeper the hill to create a more exciting sled ride,
Hmm.
that just means the longer you have to walk back up to the top, which is no fun.
That is true. You're just carrying a sled on your side,
Yeah.
dragging it through the snow.
Yeah, there was quite a large hill by my house growing up.
Hmm.
Like a pretty large hill, and it was definitely fun, but not worth the hike to the top. You get tuckered out.
The During the winter, the campus of the school we went to had a large hill that people
Mhm.
would
Mhm.
go down all the time, and
Yeah.
then you would just see the lines of people like walking back up to the top, and you're like, ah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That
That's
looks
so
fun.
true. I don't think I ever actually went sled riding at school because of
Mm-mm.
that very
Just
reason.
because of the implication, no.
Right,
Right.
right. There's definitely pros and cons.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking here, Jace?
I think that we could go. I think we could really throw this anywhere. I mean, the list is looking pretty beefy. I think we know what we
Mhm.
like here. What are you thinking, Abby?
I feel like it's not quite naughty,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know that I'm fully like sold on nice. I think if we are keeping with the theme of I love this for you, I
Sure.
love this for other people, chuck it in nice.
Okay.
If that's your cup of tea, I support that.
Wow. There you go.
And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas tier list. We're checking it once, checking it twice. Found out what's naughty and nice and everything above and below that. How do you feel about it, Chase? Are there any last minute edits that you're thinking you want to make, or are you good with this?
I think well the thing that I can tell is that it looks like we definitely both are into like our Christmas representation
Mm-hmm.
as far as like music and
Mm-hmm.
TV and movies go. We are both way into that, which is cool. Um, and it looks like when you get into besides the it seems like we're pretty split on the foods too, as far as what we consider horrible to nice and jolly.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, this is a cool list. I don't really see um, anything that I would may necessarily change. What about you? Do you thinking any changes? You thinking any edits, Abby? What are you thinking?
I do not think in good faith I can leave Pillsbury sugar cookies and Jolly.
You think we got to take it up a notch?
Yeah, but
All
bump it
right,
up because
let's do it.
I think it's just for the sake of you not really being super familiar with them that they're in Jolly. But if you were having these,
Yeah,
I think you'd put it up there as well.
let's do it. I'm right. I'll ride for Pillsbury.
Okay, that's your assignment, Chase. Your holiday assignment. I need you to go get yourself a box of these
I can do
because they're
that.
fantastic.
I can do that. I
Okay,
will
and
do
then
that.
report back. Let me know your thoughts on them.
Okay. I will. I can and will.
All right. I'm pretty happy with this list. I'm a little bit surprised how many things ended up just being nice because I'm a pretty big Christmas girl. I love the holidays, love Christmas, and I didn't think I'd be so neutral on so many things. But
Yeah, I think I maybe talked you down on some things a little bit.
yeah, I think you might have. I think this list might have looked a little bit different if it was a solo tier list. But I'm good with this.
Yeah, this looks fun. This definitely I guess for as far as the both of us would be considered, Christmas would be leaned towards a nice holiday, it seems, but
Mm-hmm.
I think we're both definitely, you at least are like you're all in on the Christmas times. So
Yeah.
I think that this is as good as we can get it. There's not a lot naughty,
Mm-hmm.
but we know what we hate. We hate. So I think that's pretty good.
Agreed. Don't show up to my front door caroling with fruitcake, eggnog, or candy canes because I want nothing to do with any of those things. Nothing to do with it. Alrighty. Well, Chase, thank
Yes.
you so much for joining me today
Thank you
on
for
this
having me.
episode. This
Yeah.
was super fun.
This is the
I
coolest. I had a good time. Yeah.
good. I'm glad you had what category would you rank your time that you had today with me?
Oh, if there honestly, I said this about something else, but if there was a category above Merry Christmas to All and All Good Night, I would put it there because I love
Yeah?
spending time with the Abby Wellner. It's always
Thank you,
exciting. It's always
Chase.
fun. I always have a good time.
I I couldn't agree more. You would always be above the S tier. Whatever comes above that, that's where you go.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that.
You're welcome. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening or watching. Like I said, this was the I'm not going to say the first video episode because I did do one video episode prior. Would love to work out having video episodes more often. Maybe something in the works in the future. Stay tuned if you're into watching podcasts. I know that's personally how I love to consume my podcasts. I'm a big video podcast gal. So
Me too.
stay tuned in the future and let me know if you guys liked this, if you would want to have more video episodes in the future. And thank you again so much to the one and only Mr. Chase Brown. Thank you, thank you.
I had a good
And
time.
thank you guys all for listening. Seriously means the world to me. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season, whatever holidays you celebrate, and have a happy rest of the year. And I will talk to you guys once more before the end of the year. Gonna bring you one last monthly little chit chat for December. So you can check that out in the week before the end of the year. But until then, thank you so much for listening. And I will see you, hear you, talk to you guys next time. See ya.